Hey, Bishakha.
Hello, everyone. Great to see you here. And I am very pleased to introduce our first speaker, Bishakha Jain.
Hello, everybody. Namaste from India. Bishakha Jain from IBM India. Today, I will not be talking about InfoSec, but something which is very important to stay in the game in InfoSec. What is it about? There are two topics that I would cover, and don't worry, I won't take a lot of your time. First, about burning out. Why? Because 3 weeks back, when I actually recovered from COVID, I learned a lesson the hard way myself. Too much work, not taking care of your health, of your routine properly. Because in this pandemic, we tend to burn out. I did. And thanks to COVID, which I shouldn't be ideally thankful to for happening, I realized how important it is to take breaks. As Chloe Masdagi in her Date for Security talk on burning out said, there is a life outside of InfoSec. I have been a mindful person otherwise had it not been the pandemic. I am very versatile because I grow my greens, I cook my food, I do the gym, I play, and I make sure that. But with the advent of the pandemic, we actually forgot what life looked like, normal life looked like, because we are either working too much or not working too much or doing something too much. We're getting restless. And this actually we did not do not realize while it is in process. That is wrong. And to the wrong the right, I just wanted to bring it to your notice. If you are that person who is or was burning out like I did, it was not because of work, it was because of how I worked. I was not keeping a check on my hours of sleep. I was not eating the food properly because we tend to get bored in the same place, staying for so long. I think we can say now it's been years staying in the same house, under the same roof, with the same people, not going out. Not okay. I understand. And hence we all tend to burn out, right? A little mindfulness, if you do or practice, can change your life. It did to me. So before coming to my hometown, I was staying alone in another city wherein I did not have anyone as a company along. That was the time when I learned this. But as I came home, life became easy because my food was served to me, and you get the perks of staying at home, right? But in the same, because there was no work otherwise, other than work, I started working too much. Not okay. Doing one thing takes out the creativity of from you. So you have to be versatile to keep your brain working. Here is the small things which I forgot that I used to practice before coming home. First, waking up, I used to water my plants. That was one thing which kept me close to Mother Nature. Very important, because when you touch soil, when you see your greens growing, it's just like watching your baby grow. Second, I used to have my morning tea without laptop, without my phone, just sweet music beside me and my tea, myself, and my journal where I used to write down or plan my day. Important, because you tend to forget things when there is no one to remind you. In the office, you have a team. At home, you don't have a team to remind, and everybody is busy with their own lives. So I used to plan my day. Then I used to work out. After working out, I used to cook my breakfast and then get ready for work. Having breakfast, work starts. In between works also, I did my me time to have tea, me time to talk to people, me time to listen to something which resonated to me. be it a TED talk or some music or some random video by any comedian. Important because first thing, in security, if you are a security professional, you definitely got to be a creative and curious head. Creativity will only boost or ooze when you are a versatile soul. So it's important to embrace other things too. After work, I used to work out again, prepare my dinner, read my book, watch something, and sleep. So that was my life before coming home. But as I came home, my life became easy. Food was served to me. And yes, I did take up a lot of things and actually was not working out for quite long, which was wrong on my part, only to realize in COVID that my body has become, and so has my mind, very fragile. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but my health started giving up on me. Wrong. So when I took a 3 week off, thanks to COVID, from work, I again started practicing those mindfulness. I started yoga because hardcore workout that I used to do before COVID, when I was in another city, that was not allowed. It's still not allowed to me. But yes, yoga, meditation, I started. It was important because when you have too much of work, your mind has to be balanced. And to, I believe, mind, body, soul, yoga protects all, so that your mental health doesn't give up on you. I started practicing yoga. I again made friends with my greens, started growing them, started planting them, and had a corner in my own house for some greens. Bought some, ordered some, and yes, a beautiful corner to please my soul required, because the entire day goes on the screen. Either it's watching something or doing your own work. Not okay. You will burn out if you continue doing so. So that was important. Again, I started writing after a long time. That was pleasing too. And instead of reading, this time I chose audiobooks. So I was gifted lots of audiobooks by Dr. Mansoor, which he narrated, six of them to number. So I started listening to them instead reading. And that is a pleasure too, because I used to listen them to sleep. It was a beautiful feeling. Now you might be wondering, what is this girl doing in a VR episode talking about burnout, mental health? Why? First, because it is Minority Mental Health Month. It's July. Second, mental health doesn't need a month. It is important throughout your life journey. When your mind is balanced, when your soul is balanced, it is when you can give your 100% to put your energy in. And in security, you need to have a balanced mind. Why? Because to think like a hacker, you have to step into the shoes of a hacker, or to make audit reports, you have to be mindful and very smart in identifying loopholes in the documentation. All this will only manifest when you have a balanced mind. A balanced mind is very important. When you are going for certifications, you need time and energy so that you can study well. Studying well will also happen when you can balance your work and studies together, right? And there is a beauty in versatility. You never run out of work. You are always busy. And as we know, an empty mind is a useless workshop. So why do embrace when you have so many beautiful things to do? You got to spend time with your family, spend time with your pets, plants, read, do anything that brings you peace, anything outside InfoSec that helps you become someone you can paint. I used to paint too. Although I'm a pathetic painter, but I love painting. So I used to paint. I used to paint my wine bottles that looks beautiful, and then I used to give those wine bottles, because every bottle has a memory, right? With the friends you drink. So yeah, the small things, it actually makes a bigger impact. Security is the job of detail. So when you learn to look details in the small pleasures of life, you become a better human being and a better security practitioner, because entire day in infosec will make life boring, isn't it? With due respect, because that's my bread and butter too, I just wanted to say, give yourself some time, time some time, and yes, embrace life and don't burn out. Take care of your mental health, sleep well, it's very important. At least make sure you have 6 to 8 hours of sleep. How? It can be in pattern or at a stretch, depending on who you are, what you do. And yes, practice mindfulness, be thankful, practice gratitude, because when you are grateful for the small things in life, you become a better human being, and you are satisfied in life, and you become a better headed soul also. Important again for a successful life. So that was about me and my speech. Have a nice time. Thank you.